Hi, when it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Xtra.
Packed up on today's EP Xtra with me, Kelvin Fnk, and Ray is also going to be joining me with sports therapy. Don't forget that, as I made mention, we are coming to you live from our studios here in Accra, Ghana. Let's go for a quick commercial break. When I come back, Ray is going to be joining me. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Sports Therapy. Sports Therapy is a sports and entertainment TV show that deals with previews and reviews from all sporting faculties, from football, basketball, tennis, and boxing. I won't be doing this alone because I have celebrity guests in the studios with me as we discuss their favorite teams and why they support those sporting faculties. This show is segmented into 3 different sections. The first segment delves deep into analysis of the sporting faculty for the day, after which we go to the streets to take the views of the people on their favorite teams and predictions. And we give results of the week just passed. The second segment has to do with a celebrity guest in Studio B.
So if we need a striker, I think we need someone else to replace Lacazette for us to get to where the game exactly is.
And the third segment has to do with the trivial games of knowledge.
Mayweather has changed the face of boxing, so I think he is the best.
Catch me live on this station from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. every Wednesday. Yes, I'm pumped, as you can tell. It's because we still have one more representative for Africa in the World Cup. That's enough reason to be excited. Yes, it's Sport Therapy alongside my man Kelvin Fnk. You know, when we do this together, there's always a chemistry that you can't understand. But I'm here to bring you all the sporting updates in the world of sports, and mostly the World Cup so far. Let me run you through I don't have so much to talk about today because I'm so excited about Morocco. But let me just run you through the short headlines I have for you today. So first of all, Ronaldo was dropped. He was dropped. First of all, people are going to be saying he's Manchester United. So he was dropped by Portuguese head coach Santos as Portugal ran riot against Switzerland. Who saw that coming? They scored a whooping 6 goals. Ronaldo wasn't on the pitch until I think later in the game. And even when he came, he scored. Sorry, they cancelled it. Next on my headlines is Morocco. Like I said, Ale Africa. We're going forward in the World Cup. They knocked out the almighty Spain just yesterday, and the whole Africa was bouncing because, yes, we still have an African team in the World Cup. And moving back to Ronaldo again in my third and final headlines, I want to know what's up in terms of what Erik ten Hag has said and everything. The man has finally broken his silence. He has stated that a lot of things has happened. So,
Charlie, I'm cool. I'm cool. I share in your excitement knowing that Morocco is representing Africa.
Yes, you should.
It's a win-win for us. So right now, everybody's attention now, they behind Morocco.
We are all supporting.
They should not go
support them. Let me know.
They should not go Morocco-lize us over there, but we wish them all the best.
Before we get into Ronaldo, everyone has always been saying Ronaldo, come on, he's not a problem in Manchester United. He can still perform. He can still, he can still be the Ronaldo of old. You know Ronaldo now. He scored, but rightfully he was ruled off for offside. What do you think? Are you now seeing that the guy is like, I love him, Ronaldo. I love you. Like, I'm not a Messi. I'm not Team Messi. I'm Team Ronaldo. But I mean, everyone gets to that stage in your career, and whatever it is you do, you know it's that time to let me take a back seat. But it's like this guy is finding it hard. I mean, he reacted positively in terms of his post after the match, celebrating the.
Just as you said. So I wouldn't say Ronaldo's time is over. No. He still has a lot to offer because I heard a lot of international teams are approaching him. But this particular game, I don't know why people are really
wrong. Got a child of the house. There's a new baby, and then
yes.
So he's like a grown child, an adult child. He's finding it hard to just come to terms with the fact that he's now 38. I mean, you've done everything in football.
I mean, that is football age. Just to set the record straight. Yeah.
Not you.
Football age.
They're not born out for worry. He's 38, and it's time for him to let the younger guys perform. And as we could see yesterday, they performed. Yeah. The guy who he replaced scored 3 goals.
You see? So yeah, I feel personally I'm taking it out of proportion.
Why do you think so?
Because just as you said, the younger players need to be given the spotlight, and that is exactly what I feel the coach did. I mean, we all know Ronaldo. He's Ronaldo. Nobody can steal Ronaldo from Ronaldo.
Outside the coach giving other players the spotlight, those players he gave the chance. It's one thing. It would have been a case if Portugal lost or maybe drew the match. Then Ronaldo didn't play. Would come into bit. But now we should be talking about the fact that he didn't play and he didn't score. And then they still performed. That's something that he should be happy about, because if he's going to one day take over that Portugal team, he should lead as a leader and not just. They say there's a difference between a boss and a leader. He's being more of a boss. I mean, he wants to be a boss, not necessarily being a leader. Yeah,
we know for the past couple of weeks now he's been surrounded by whole tons of, I wouldn't say controversy. I mean,
it's controversy. He was sacked by Manchester United.
It is controversy, but at the end of the day,
when you get sacked, it's a controversy.
At the end of the day, he saw this coming. In one way or the other, I'm just still guessing on this. I feel he saw this coming and he's pretty much prepared. So they should just let the man chill and he will come up on his feet again.
Okay, let's hope so. Kevin said Ronaldo will come up on his feet again. I'm still behind Ronaldo. I mean, who is Messi? Forget Messi. So now moving on to why I'm excited, why I'm shouting, why I'm so ecstatic. Morocco did the business yesterday against Spain, a poor Spain. We have always been saying Ghana is poor in penalties. Yesterday you saw Spain. They didn't score one penalty. They had more or less 3 experienced players played their first 3 penalties. And 2 were saved. 1 hit the post. And Morocco scored 3 penalties. What can you say about Hakim Ziyech and his boys?
Firstly, when I saw those 2 teams, Morocco and Spain, I was rooting. I mean, under G. I was rooting for Spain because we know Spain kind of had.
I forestall you this ball.
No. But Spain kind of had this, record and all that. But there's a saying that when God is behind you, who can be against you? Exactly. So I think that is exactly what happened.
Yeah.
People right now, it is Spain. It is. I mean, Morocco. It is their moment.
Yeah.
It is, and they did super well.
They are so hard to do.
They did super well. One thing about this entire World Cup, if people look it into a more analytical platform, they realize that the teams that people least expect to do more are rather now doing more.
Germany is going home. Belgium is going home. Spain is now going home.
Look at that. So I feel that the whole Qatar 2022 has been full of surprises, and we are not done with the surprise yet.
You think so?
I think so. I think we are not done with the surprises yet.
Even before we talk about our surprises, the teams that are about to play each other, they are all big boys now. Morocco is more or less like the only underdog in the tournament so far. But watching the game yesterday, their organization, how they kept their possession, Spain was passing and passing. Spain. I mean, we all know Spain. They love to keep possession. They love to pass the ball. They played over 1,000 passes in 130 minutes, but they weren't able to score a goal. And when it came down to penalties, you don't need to be told. Everyone always felt like, okay, they have the experience. They had Carlos Soler play a penalty for them. They had Sergio Busquets, the oldest man in the team, play a penalty. And he had his penalty saved. So it was like they started becoming like, there were talks about players that were not taken to the World Cup. David De Gea, Manchester United goalkeeper who the coach decided not to take. So all those things, did you see those things as what will I say, a factor as to why they didn't go far? I mean, because a goalkeeper, he's not so good with catching penalties. But do you think maybe he would have caught one of those penalties for Spain?
Sometimes when you're playing certain teams, the preparation you have in mind it's mostly different from what actually happens. So exactly. Basically what happened, they were not expecting it. They were not they never knew that Morocco would be this organized.
Yes.
And right now, as I said, the surprises keeps coming up. That's another surprise. I'm sure the whole game came to them as a surprise.
It's true. And they didn't see that coming.
It surprised them. They were surprised.
Yeah, that's a good one. They were surprised.
They surprised.
They never saw that coming. Now moving to my next story, which brings us back to Ronaldo. I mean, we should talk about Ronaldo. Manchester United coach. Before I even go into the coach, Manchester United have a friendly match today against Cadiz, where it took some team to Spain. They flew some of the players who didn't go for the World Cup, like David De Gea, which I earlier mentioned. They took some of them to a training camp in Spain where they had to have a friendly match against Cadiz. And that's the first time since Ronaldo has been sacked from Manchester United that the Manchester United coach Erik ten Hag is facing the media. So he then spoke about Ronaldo. Before the World Cup, he always made mention, even when he initially signed for Manchester United, Erik ten Hag, he did mention that Ronaldo is a huge part of his plan. I mean, he wants the man there because he scores goals. He came, the goals dried up. Before Erik ten Hag came, Ronaldo was the top goal scorer at Manchester United. But when he eventually came to Manchester United, the goals dried up. The man was not starting. He wasn't playing. Of which we all know why he wasn't playing. People talk about Ronaldo not pressing. People talk about him not being the same Ronaldo.
It's basically. Can we just face the fact that you said he's 38 now, correct?
Yeah.
He's gradually going out of his element.
Okay.
Let's accept that. Let's accept that now.
You see,
he's going out of his element.
That, but the man himself is not accepting that.
And that, I mean, nobody wants to tell you. It's just like there's the saying go. Nobody wants to die, but everybody wants to go to heaven. And how can you? You see that? So
that's true. He's not accepting the death, but he still wants to go to heaven.
Right now, I believe that this whole controversy surrounding, Ronaldo should not really be a thing of discussion, because the man literally is a legend. He should be celebrated. So we should see him aspiring for other positions, not even a player, like a coach.
Well, the coach of Manchester United spoke about him, and he said, and I'll quote, "He's gone, and it's past. We are now looking forward, and we are looking to the future."
Exactly.
That was all he said about
that explains everything. That is, and I think that.
Do you think as a man who was telling us the truth that Ronaldo was in his plans and all those things, blah blah blah, from just that short statement, he's gone. Let's focus on the future.
Yeah.
He didn't answer any other question pertaining to Ronaldo.
There was no point. I feel he gave the right answer to the media. I think he gave the right answer because there are certain issues or certain situations you don't need to stretch. You just need to give it heads on.
So it was a form of distraction. The fact that he's gone, they should just forget about it. He's a Manchester United legend. He's a legend of football.
Well, other teams are now coming after him. You never can tell. Tomorrow we might get a report that Ronaldo is now signed up to one of the,
I made a report about the club he's going to in Saudi Arabia that they're going to pay him £200 million for 2.5 years contract.
So he's getting tempting offers, right?
Definitely.
Attractive,
Well, that was what Erik ten Hag had to say.
Yeah.
He didn't say more than that. He kept it short and simple. And I feel that's going in the right direction, because we can't keep talking about Ronaldo forever in terms of him being part of Manchester United. But that's all we have for you for sports today. It was, I can't still get over Morocco winning. And we hope when they face Portugal, there will be no 6-1. But even if there will be a 6-1, it will be for Morocco. Don't you believe?
Of
They're
course.
facing Portugal.
Right now, all Africans right now, we are fasting and praying officially.
God in football.
There is God in football. Relax, calm down.
For Africans. That's what you believe. So that's all we have for you from sports. Make sure you're following us on all our social media platforms. If you're just tuning in, you've missed. But don't worry, you can get a repeat on all our social media platforms, which is rolling right under your screen right now. So we'll go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, the man of the moment, the man who needs a little bit more of height, will give us more entertainment. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
No comment.
Hi. When was the last time you read a good book or listened to a great poetry piece? Do you feel lazy doing either of them? You can be a part of the show as well. Just send me a DM, and like I always say, join me, your man PYOB. Let's chill.
When it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Xtra on EP Radio TV.
On EP,
Also with the general public's opinion on trending issues. We also bring you partners on social media.
a segment on EP Extra which highlights on social media trends for the day. So join me, Kelvin Fnk,
And me, Irene Pax. With me, your hot gossip.
at this time live on EP Radio TV Africa. Follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
EP Extra, your infotainment hub.
On Hard Talk, we review and fact check our duty bearers. They are tough talk.
You know JB Dankwa is not Ekufodo's blood relative. Are you aware?
How much do you give to NLC?
I cannot mention. I'm talking about roll of money.
Their promises and commitment to deliver the goods. We analyze, we probe, we research and investigate. We face the nation with facts and accurate news.
2020 is the era of the realization of the Pan-Africanism.
On Hard Talk, nothing is missing.
We put together the Creative Arts Bill. So now you can call it the Arts Bill. Where is it?
If there is no market, the industry collapses.
All the sides, all the angles.
When you have a government whose back is against the wall, and they are so desperately trying to change the conversation.
He has a way of, handling his issues.
The border closure affects Nigerians more than Ghanaians. How many Ghanaians actually apply that?
There will be never 100% anything on this end unless you go to God.
I love to be here.
I'm known around the world as the cream of creams, Kofi Asante Mensah. Join me on Hard Talk, going behind the hard talk.
All right, you welcome back. The program is the EP Xtra with me, Kelvin Fnk, and of course, Sports Therapy with DJ Ray. So if you're just logging on, you've kind of missed, but you can have a repost of this Wednesday's edition on our various social media handles that is currently scrolling right now on your screen. So Ray is not gone; he's still right here in the studio with me. So he's going to be joining me to take you through the stories for today's EP Xtra. Let me start off with my first story. I'm taking you all the way to Tanzania. The reason I'm bringing out this particular story is because this is something that I feel is worth talking about. So, Tanzania's president cancels Independence Day celebration. A lot of people would want to find out why she's cancelled the Independence Day celebration. Yes, it's she. So, I'm just going to be reading you a bit details of it before we get into a discussion of it. So Tanzania's president Samia Suluhu Hassan has cancelled Independence Day celebration scheduled to hold this Friday, December 9 in Tanzania. Hassan directed the budget for the 61st Independence Day celebration, which was $445,000 to be used to build dormitories for children with special needs. The money will be used to build 8 dormitories in primary schools across the country. Tanzania's Minister of State, George Simbachawene, on Monday said the money has been disbursed. He said the East African country will celebrate Independence Day by having public dialogues on development. Interesting. I mean, that summarizes it all.
Huge stance. I mean, that's a strong statement coming from the president, because calling of Independence Day celebration is a big deal.
Exactly.
I mean, in Ghana here, we all see the march past at Black Star Square. We see a lot of things, a lot of activities.
And this discuss money.
Yes.
Money that let's not hide it. Money that the nation doesn't have.
Exactly. So now she's trying to rechannel those funds.
Yeah.
Into something that she thinks will benefit the nation, instead of having to just blow it on a celebration. But don't you think it's the nation's right to celebrate her independence? Because independence is a big deal for any nation, mostly African nations.
Yeah, independence is a big deal, just as you made mention. But who said that a struggling nation would have to spend that much just to celebrate? Because at the end of the day, if you check the country's coffers, they might not even have that money on their own.
You have a point, but they are. Instead of cancelling or calling it off entirely,
no.
Find ways to celebrate it in a minimal.
Yeah. So she said they are going to have a developmental conversation, dialogue on how to progress the country.
That's not celebration.
It's a celebration because it is about moving forward. If people are crying, people are suffering in the street. I mean, and you're celebrating.
Independence Day to me is just like one day we take to appreciate the nation, irrespective of how bad things are or whatever it is going on in any nation in the world. Independence Day is not just a day to celebrate the nation; it's a day to remember those who fought for the independence. So if you're taking that away from the people, those who made Tanzania what they are today, the country they are today, reading them from whatever colonial rule that they were under, and I mean, we should celebrate those guys. And
but mind you, these are people that are being celebrated every day. They are already icons.
But this is a specific day that is for them.
Relax. My point is, we look at the budget alone. It's over $400,000 US, almost $500,000 US, for just an independence celebration that is just going to last a couple of hours, displayed on TV, radio platforms, and all that. I mean, they will not even get the money back.
Well, I think the step she's taking is the right direction in terms of spending the money.
If you ask me, it's a perfect.
I still feel like something could be done. I mean, just a firework display.
It's an holiday.
To say happy independence and make people. Oh, it's still a holiday.
So Friday is
Friday
is an holiday in Tanzania. Stay in your house, cook your rice, chill with your children, drink some small. As Ghana would say, cocoa.
Tanzania rice.
You are still celebrating. Yes, but I think it's a good direction from the president of Tanzania, and she's doing amazing so far since she became president of the country. And we really have to celebrate her. Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, she's doing super well. Now, talking about away from Tanzania, let's move straight into Ghana. The whole scene blocking and blockage and disgrace and everything, wahala is still trending because the authorities have blocked thousands of people's unregistered SIM cards, and Ghanaians this time around, they are a bit calm because the threat has been progressing to this period, so they know what to expect. But before I talk to you about it, Ray, our colleague Irene Parks is in the streets and she's asking a cross-section of the Ghanaian public the difficulties they are going through. Because, you know, even right now, it is very difficult to register a SIM.
Yeah.
Because everybody literally wants to register. They call it, these are the group of people, you call them the stubborn academy. Okay, so let's go to the streets with Irene. Over to you, Irene Parks.
Hello, my name is Irene Parks. We are right here at Achimota Mall trying to talk to the people who are coming to register their SIM to know the difficulties they are facing right now.
I came here around 8 in the morning, and in the morning there was a bit of misunderstanding there, but later they came and then they gave us numbers. So even after the numbers, there was still a little bit of misunderstanding. But the SIM replacement is not that difficult as those who are coming to register. Yes.
I've been here 2 hours now, and I came and I asked them why is that the queue is so long. And they are telling me that they are just looking for the BCAP code. So those who have done it already and their SIM is still blocked, they just have to collect the code and just open it straight up. But you don't have the code yet, you have to join the queue. And there are some of them who are coming to, register for new ones, and those who their SIMs are already blocked and lost, that they'll do it for them already. So it is 2 queues there already.
Okay, how do you remember 5 o'clock? But you buy no must line start here. You buy 3 days today. Omoya no must network netiko. Bobe 2 to 3 more na from mama yako. Omo my number so. Inti yesa ba sisi la mo my demand upon us. Sisi no must have sign. Inti ehun e ko ba ye twan kwesi se ebi on ba be freya.
I came here around 7 a.m. I've been in the line since 7 a.m. and came. There is no seat for us. They're always telling us to be in the line. We are facing sunshine and a whole lot of things, stress. We are not benefiting at all. It's a whole lot of stress.
This is my first day here, but it's not like, you see, I have not experienced some before, but as I came there, there's too much stress there. And things like,
yo, me the Nana Love, I don't know from what church for, but me a moving producer. Na ade ba ko ha me pa no say me register me sim no na ye adwuma all right. Ba afi de me ko ya me phone so a ye twam sim no so ehia me eno nam de ayim bibia ba sisi a no me ko office wa omo to me sa na ye se na kwa ma nante ho sa sisi akwa de mabu ntama sisi a no se me ntum ha na mo se me nsan kutwa sim foforo se me sisi a my the step in life. But sa na ekoso o man mu dia me gidi se emmoa o man no mama no ye den enyeyi nti mesre ye mpanimfo a omo o man mu se omo hwe nom tutu ne manyina yi because o kan twere skronkron na ye se ye Christ of Cotton power o man mu o kan 1 Corinthians 14 verse 40 o se mo yenye bibia fefefe e wo no kwanso na e ba no se na bibia e basa e wo man mu mesre ye mpanimfo se mundu dwumanu an me da mu nyina.
Okay, so we've heard what the people are saying. Let's move back to the studio. See you next time.
All right, so thank you so much, Irene Parks, and that was a cross-section of the Ghanaian public sharing their opinion on the difficulties they are going through currently in registering their SIM card that has been blocked. Ray, have you registered your SIM card first? I'm representing them right here. You register your SIM card?
I register, but not be me register.
Okay, so let's look at this whole SIM, blocking and everything that is happening. It's been a couple of weeks now, progressing to today.
Yeah.
By now, you might think that probably the authorities would say, let's just chill. But no, you see the queue, the number of people, and this is just one of the centers where people are trying to get their blocked SIM card registered.
It's hectic. It's really hectic. I mean, they started warning from March.
Yeah.
It was supposed to, the deadline was supposed to be March, the end of March. It was moved to, I think, June, then moved to August, then moved to September, and then they didn't place a date, and they just decided to, we'll take on our exercise. And I feel like people had enough time to register. Getting the Ghana card was one issue, registering was another issue, and I hear if you have started the process and you were not able to do a biometrics, you've lost your SIM card. But now at least you have an opportunity to get a fresh SIM, start the whole registration process, and then get it done.
But I was going to ask this, and it's good you here. You know, I know they have a good motive for this re-registration of SIM cards, because they say they want to curb, you know, crimes and other fraudulent activities in the nation. But the whole process for this SIM registration is not as effective as, you know, envisioned.
We're in Africa, Kevin. And in Africa, everything would never be 100%. The motive is good, but I don't think it was something that was necessary, because even initially, you still needed some form of ID to register your SIM.
Of course.
And that ID represented whoever you are or has your details in it. The Ghana card was, for me, a political bullet. Shot in the direction of at least curbing some cash, because we know how government comes with their policies and implementing of strategies to attain a certain level of, this is what we spend this amount of money on. So I feel they could have still used the passport system, Ghana health insurance,
the biometric thing.
Biometric. There were still biometrics when I registered with my passport. But then coming up with the Ghana card and making it a must, and then not being able to provide
it
for everyone.
For everyone.
It's a cliche, if I should say.
Because it got to a point, the masses were willing to go through the whole registration process.
But there were no cards.
But there were no cards available for them to literally, you know, go register their SIMs with.
So who's at fault here? The government has just shot themselves in the foot.
Well, we all know the reason that they've shifted it to this point, because they know at a certain point the masses were pretty much agitated, and if they had continued then, probably for the experience some riots right now. For this peaceful Ghana will be say with day.
I know, right?
Now, away from that particular story, let's talk a bit about the entertainment industry in Ghana, where Black Sheriff is the voice of African youth that is coming from Akon. Now, we all know that for the past couple of months now, I mean, in this passing year in general, Black Sheriff is one of the top artists in Ghana that has taken the nation music industry globally, not just the nation, but Africa at large. And he's been getting commendations from top, you know, key players in the entertainment industry. And the latest commendation came from Akon himself. I mean, you're a music person.
Definitely,
right?
Yeah.
Now, Akon coming out to say that Black Sheriff is the voice of African youth. When you listen to Black Sheriff's song, do you second Akon's comments?
Well, yeah, I do. I love Black Sheriff songs a lot. I mean, he has a unique way of passing out his messages in his songs.
Yeah.
And it's something that we're not used to. We're used to the normal trap, rap kind of thing. As a DJ myself, when I play his songs, I see the whole difference, and I see his messages. He tries to make it a little bit stylish and creative, if I should use that word, because he makes his beats is even different, his deliveries are different, his lyrics are different. So being the voice of the new African rap, or should I say
the African youth
hip hop community, Akon is right, and Black Sheriff he's going places, not just Ghana, internationally.
All right, there's a video to this, and let's watch this. We'll be right back.
So what other artists do you see on the continent that you feel, you know what? Yeah, this is it.
I'm a huge fan of Black Sheriff right now. I think he, maybe because he just reminded me of the energy of myself when I came out. When I see him, and I remember that first record, bro. I was in New York City when a friend of mine named Baco from Mali played me the song. I said, yo, who the F is that?
Yeah.
Bro, like you can hear, you can hear in his voice, like you don't even
pain.
You can feel the pain, you feel the struggle, you hear the challenges, but you can just hear a ghetto kid just wanting to get out.
Yeah.
Like it's just
It's the way he says it. Like, you know it's real. It's not nothing that's fabricated. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. And you feel that, especially if you've been that. You understand? 100%. And he's just one of those, like, I was like, wow, this kid is going to be something stupid. And if no major picks him up, they need to get to him before I do. I promise. Why did I feel that we was getting to that? No, because you don't play when it comes to talent. No. That's one thing we know. We can go through the list of some of the biggest talents that maybe people overlooked. Right. You know, Lady Gaga, right. You know, T-Pain. You know, the list does go on, but I'm just giving them two absolute world-class, you know, stars. So like Black Sharif, you know, you better run somewhere. That boy right there is a monster. No, he's the voice to me. He's the voice of the youth in Africa.
So that was Akon revealing that, or saying that Black Sharif is the voice of African youth. Now, according to Akon in that particular video, he was also sharing his opinion on the fact that when he actually started his musical career, that was the fire he had, you know, the young youth that was willing to make a change in the, you know, project the old African scene. We don't know what happened down the lane, but I think Akon actually has made his mark.
He made his mark.
He's made his mark.
He had features from all the biggest and top artists around the world. Lil Wayne, Fat Joe.
Yeah.
He even came to Africa, P-Square. He has done everything in terms of him being a legend. Hats off for Akon. And he sees a little bit of his earlier self or his younger self in Black Sharif. That's what.
And according to him, if there is no agency or no management that is after Black Sharif now, he's definitely going after him. And when Akon says that,
that's good news.
You can be best, you know, assured that he would definitely go after Black Sharif. I mean, hearing something like this, and mind you, Akon is not the only top musician globally that has commended or that is still commending Black Sharif. A whole lot of them have been doing so, and we wish him all the very. We are hoping that in 2023 coming, he does much good songs.
Exactly.
Correct.
A whole lot to come from him.
Yeah,
so much more.
So while some people are commending our talents, others are talking down on our talent. I'm talking about Wizkid. So Wizkid came out recently in an interview to say that he feels that rap music is not just talking about African rap. He's talking about rap music in general is dead and boring. And according to him, he doesn't listen to rap music. This was my first question, Ray. Before I ask you this was what I was asking. So, is Wizkid trying to say he doesn't listen to Drake's music?
She tell me say.
So what do you think about that?
That is what I think. She tell me say. Well, I can't think for Wizkid. I don't know what he actually meant.
I mean, you can say the words. You don't know what he took.
I don't know what he took. I don't know what he. If you tell me, maybe if you categorize it and say a particular cross section of the rap community is dead, at least mention somewhere and let's know and let's check.
No, he was very open.
Generalized it.
He generalized
and made it open to say rap is dead.
Yeah.
Wow. Drake will be offended.
Of course.
Weezy will be offended.
A whole lot of
Cardi
them.
B would be offended.
Yeah.
Offset will be offended. A whole lot. Coming to Africa, Sarkodie will be offended. He has
no. Mind you,
Black Sharif will be offended.
Mind you, during that particular interview, this was something, I don't know if it is his current relationship with these dudes or these artists. That is why he made this comment. During this interview, he made mention of the fact that the only rappers he listens to, which I find very hard to believe, it's Sarkodie and Black Sharif. And I'm like, okay. That explains a lot, which means he doesn't listen to any of the rap artists we have in Nigeria.
When he came out initially, there were freestyle videos being dropped of Wizkid, freestyling and rapping. What happened? If rap was so easy like he sees it, what happened to his rapping career? And even at that, there are rappers who are still killing the game.
Yeah.
Over there in Nigeria. Let's not go to Fino. Let's not go to, Ice Prince. Those guys are still doing. MI just released an album.
Yes.
It's authentic. You can see the original rap in it. So there are still artists aside Sarkodie and Black Sharif. No disrespect to them. They are doing extremely well. They are good.
We know they are good, but
yes, but they are not the only ones.
They are not the only ones. Wizkid's comments to a whole lot of artists, in as much as we've not heard a response from the global artists, some of our African artists like MI, as you made mention, has responded. So MI, in responding to this, gave out a whole list of rap artists he feels are doing super well. So on the list, MI has AQ,
Yeah.
According to him, he says AQ is winning. SDC, according to him, SDC is also winning. Fast the bad guy. He says Fast is winning. MI, he himself, I did try, which means he's also doing something good.
Yeah.
And on that same list, he has a VEC or how do you pronounce that?
Vector.
Vector, correct? And POE. POE.
Yeah, these are guys.
Odumodu
Black.
Odumodu.
Yeah.
And YP, Black Bonets, Dandizi, Ajebo Hustlers, Ice, and the list goes on. And it says, point is that rap is on the rise. That came from MI.
It's more than on the rise. Rap is still alive.
Rap is still alive. And Black Bonnet also responded. Black Bonnet says, I'm not dead, I'm handsome. And Ladipo says, I'm not dead, I'm sexy.
Nigeria must turn everything
to joke. But this is something that when it came out on social media, I mean, I posted it a couple of days ago, and I saw that some people have been bashing Wizkid. Let's face the fact.
I bashed him. I will continue to bash him because she's always telling me, she tell me. He's
been getting a lot of
spoke about that one.
He's been getting a lot of backlash, but Afrobeat artists who have sold, millions, even in the States. He was now comparing himself. It's like he wants to compare himself to the Drakes and the bro.
That guy don't.
That's what I was asking. That's why
grounds that
I mean, no offense to the whiskey or whiskey fans.
Wheezy
FC. No offense, but this particular one, this comment that came out from Wizkid recently, to most people is a no. And I'm still asking, what did the guy take when he goes sit down for that interview? We don't know.
I mean, he's good. He's a good artist.
We know. We are not disputing that fact.
But you don't have to downplay other people's craft.
Exactly.
Those are people's creativity. Mentioning only 2 names out of the whole host of artists we know are out there that are working hard, I think is disrespect to other rappers.
Correct? Yeah. So that was a Wizkid getting backlash from tons of his colleagues in the music industry, and of course fans all around the world for saying that rap music is dead and boring. Now, away from that, let's move into I'll call him the man of the moment because he's actually having a concert or an event pretty soon in Ghana. I'm talking about Harry Song. He recently bought himself 2 cars. Interesting. Money no day, but put it chill. So, according to Harry Song, he is saying that Nigerian artists make sacrifices and investments to attain global recognition. Now, he made this particular statement during an interview section he had right here in Ghana, preparing towards his upcoming events here in Ghana. Now, according to Harry Song, the major reason that Nigerian artists is being recognized, or the artwork of Nigerian artists is being seen globally, is because they put a lot of sacrifices into their craft. One of the sacrifices, according to Harry Song, is the fact that these artists pay for promotion. Number one, very important.
Very, very important.
Very important. They pay for promotion. They also pay for they also pay the big artists. I mean, those artists who they've seen on the global stage to collaborate with them. So, in general, these artists go through a lot of investment stages for them to get their popularity.
I mean, some Ghanaian artists, some should be taking notes.
Yeah.
Because it's one thing that's killing the Ghanaian industry. I'm not switching the whole topic. He's making a valid point.
Yeah.
They invest in their videos.
Yes.
They invest in promotions. They pay people to get their songs out there. You see when they perform songs in foreign lands and you are hearing people singing word for word. It just doesn't happen on YouTube, or it's not just that they are following. No, they pay for promotions. They pay to feature artists who are big in those nations, so that when they have a collaboration with them, it then breaks them into those various markets, and people start listening to them. It's hard work.
I mean, he wasn't giving this particular opinion of his based on him trying to talk down on anybody, but he's just letting the general public know that whenever they see a Nigerian artist making it globally, they should know that that person has invested in his or a craft super well. When it comes to promotion, when it comes to getting quality good songs, good music videos, they go through a lot of sacrifices to make sure that they maintain that global recognition. And I think it's something, as Ray said, every other artist, not just those in Ghana, should take note of and learn from.
The main reason I mentioned Ghana or some of the Ghanaian artists is because, let's take for example, I use an iPhone, and those who use Apple Music, you go to the top 100 of Nigerian songs, you don't even find one Ghanaian songs there.
Yeah.
Or one, not even half a song.
Yeah.
But then when you go to the Ghanaian top 100, the Nigerians dominate there. It's not a coincidence. It's
all.
out of things like what Harry Song is saying.
Yeah, and for the past couple of weeks now, I've been taking you through the top 10 Billboard songs, and when you check the Afrobeat list, Nigerians are also even the global songs. I mean, our artists are
it's
still.
It's the investment.
It's the
work that goes
it's the
into it.
investment.
They spend money in everything they do.
So I feel Harry Song, I wouldn't say for the first time in a long time, is saying something good. Yes. I would say, I'm not saying for the first time in a long time.
You just said it.
No, that is what I'm saying. I'm not saying for the first time in a long time. So yes, a big one to Harry Song, and hopefully on Friday I will bring in you an update to the event he's having right here in Ghana. That is if the event is not coming up before Friday.
It's not coming up.
I don't think it's before Friday. So on Friday I'll bring in you an update on Harry Song event that is happening right here in Ghana. Now finally on today's EP Xtra, we're talking about Avatar 2. First and foremost, you see Avatar 1?
I wasn't really a big fan, but I watched the movie.
You watched the movie?
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of animation and those kind of stuff. But yeah, it was a great movie. The first one was great. Avatar
sold out. It didn't only sold out. It sold in by every corner. Avatar sold out. Everywhere Avatar sold out when it was released. So I'm just going to be reading to you a brief detail about the whole Avatar scenario so that you have an idea. So 13 years after James Cameron released the highest grossing film of all time, Avatar, the filmmaker finally premiered its long-awaited sequel in London on Tuesday. Now, Avatar the Way of Water, which is the new one, takes audience back to the enchanting world of Pandora, where in the first film, the native blue Na'vi people battled human colonies from moons and natural resources. So yes, this is now 13 years after the first Avatar was released, and they are bringing a second one, a sequel. A sequel means like a progression, so they are not stopping. It's a continuation. What are you expecting? Where you did 13 years ago?
Exactly.
Where you
Someone
did?
is producing another mind-blowing movie. I mean, Avatar blew out all the records when it came out initially.
Yeah.
Although I was not really a fan, but I enjoyed the movie, and I saw reasons as to why it sets those records. And I mean, the amount of money spent, and the amount of revenue generated from that movie, it's mind-blowing. Yeah. And I see this next sequel or the second sequel to also follow in the same vein.
Yeah. Talking about the amount spent. So Avatar was released in 2009, and Avatar ranked as the top grossing film of all time with more than 2.9 billion in global ticket sales. 2.9 billion. Oh, I don't think any movie as of now has broken that record. Let's just calm down. A moment of silence.
No, not silence. You need to breathe in and breathe out.
No movie. 2.9 billion global ticket sales. We're not talking about the digital platform, the streams. They're talking about ticket sales and like ticket. Those who bought ticket to go see on cinemas. You get my point. 2.9 billion. Now the good news is the fact that 4 Avatar movies are planned through 2028. So there are more coming. There's more to come. There's more to come. So firstly, they've added their official premiere in London. Yes, they've had the official premiere in London, and it's going to be in cinemas from the 16th of December. Yes, I'm very, very correct. Yes. So the official release date to the general public is 16th December 2022, and that's going to be done in the US. And of course, I'm sure that every other nation is going to be following up. Now, the director is James Cameron, and the budget for this particular Avatar 2 is $250 million US.
Who they cook for you?
So the budget is $250 million US. So, bro, $250 million US. And
how much we got our budget?
And it has taken.
How much we got our budget?
You say waiting.
Okay.
You say waiting. Who sang that? Who has that slogan in the song? You say waiting. So, as I made mention earlier, on the release date, the official release date is December 16, 2022. It's going to be done in the US, and I'm sure every other nation globally is going to be taking over. And the director is James Cameron. The budget for the film is $250 million US, and the editors are a whole lot there. And yes, so Avatar 2 is going to be in cinemas, and I'm sure Ghanaians will still want to go see it the way they saw Wakanda Forever. But Wakanda is ours. You know where Wakanda? I mean, sorry to divert you guys, but Wakanda be like our own
family thing.
Orobo man say, how did they talk for Orobo? Oh no, man. He did tell me. All right, guys. So yes, Avatar 2 is they've had their official premiere already, and globally or in the US, the main official release date is 16th of December. And I actually saw it. The first one I saw it, and yes, I'm hoping to see what the sequel has. And as I just made mention, from now to 2028, there is 4 more avatars coming. Yeah. So everybody
good times ahead.
Good times ahead. Everybody should get their popcorn and their ticket money ready, because we are all going to see Avatar when it officially comes out. Now that's all I have for today's EP Xtra with me, Kelvin Fnk, and the man himself, Benson. So if you're just logging on, you've kind of missed basically everything, but you can have a replay on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. It's EPTV Africa. You can also log on to our website www.eptvafrica.com. We're also there on our radio platform, epradioafrica.com. I want to say a very big thank you to my entire crew for putting up today's EP Xtra together, and also to my colleague Aaron Parks, who you saw earlier on the street asking a cross section of the Ghanaian public what they think about their SIM and the difficulties they go through in registering the SIM. You say you go through, do you say you register your SIM, but not be you doing? Government, they go find you. They could find you. Okay, guys. So before I wrap, I made mention that today happens to be a very interesting day. I mean, one of my happy days, because it happens to be the birthday of my mentor and life coach, Pastor Chris. So, I mean, amazing personality here on it, and I want to celebrate my pastor, Pastor Chris Oyakilome. Happy birthday, sir. I love you so much. Once again, my name is Kelvin Fnk.
My name is Ray, as you all know.
All right, we'll see you guys on Friday.
Yeah, same time.
Hi. When it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Xtra on EP Radio TV.
On EP Xtra, we bring you the most informative and interesting stories in the world of entertainment.
Coupled with the general public opinion on trending issues, we'll also bring you podcasts on social media.
A segment on EP Xtra which highlights on social media trends for the day. So join me, Kelvin Fnk.
And me, Irene Pax. With me, your hot gossip.
At this time, live on EP Radio TV Africa. Follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
EP Xtra, your infotainment hub.
Welcome to Sports Therapy. Sports Therapy is a sports and entertainment TV show that deals with previews and reviews from all sporting faculties, from football, basketball, tennis, and boxing. I won't be doing this alone because I have celebrity guests in the studios with me as we discuss their favorite teams and why they support those sporting faculties. This show is segmented into 3 different sections. The first segment delves deep into analysis of the sporting faculty for the day, after which we go to the streets to take the views of the people on their favorite teams and predictions. And we give results of the week just passed. The second segment has to do with the celebrity guest in Studio B.
So if we need a striker, I think we need someone else to replace Lacazette for us to get to where the game exactly is.
And the third segment has to do with the trivial games of knowledge.
Mayweather has changed the face of Boston, so I think he is the best.
Catch me live on this station from 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. every Wednesday.
Hi. When it comes to trending stories in the world of entertainment, you need an authentic platform to keep you updated.
That's where we come in with EP Xtra on EP Radio TV.
On EP Xtra, we bring you the most informative and interesting stories in the world of entertainment.
Coupled with the general public opinion on trending issues, we'll also bring you podcasts on social media.
A segment on EP Xtra which highlights on social media trends for the day. So join me, Kelvin Fnk.
And me, Irene Pax. With me, your hot gossip.
At this time, live on EP Radio TV Africa. Follow us on our various social media handles on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
EP Xtra, your infotainment hub.
On Hard Talk, we review, and fact check our duty bearers. They are tough talk.
You know JB Dankwa is not Akufo-Addo's blood relative. Are you aware?
How much do you give to NDC?
I cannot mention. I'm talking about roll of money.
Their promises and commitment to deliver the goods. We analyze, we probe, we research and investigate. We face the nation with facts and accurate news.
2020 is the era of the realization of the Pan-Africanism.
On Hard Talk, nothing is missing.
We put together the Creative Arts Bill. So now you can call it the Arts Bill. Where is it?
If there is no market, the industry collapses.
All the sides, all the angles.
When you have a government whose back is against the wall, and they are so desperately trying to change the conversation.
He has a way of, handling his issues.
The border closure affects Nigerians more than Ghanaians. How many Ghanaians actually apply that?
There will be never 100% anything on this end unless you go to God.
I love to be here.
I'm known around the world as the cream of creams, Kofi Asante Mensah. Join me on Hard Talk. Hard Talk, going behind the hard talk.
Hi. When was the last time you read a good book or listened to a great poetry piece? Do you feel lazy doing either of them? You can be a part of the show as well. Just send me a DM, and like I always say, join me on MPYOB, let's chill.